When I started at the state fair, there were no local beers, which makes no sense because it's the Nebraska State Fair. So I actually started calling around local breweries, and Barry was the only one that returned my call. So we started this Kincaidor thing, 3 years ago in March, right? You know, Grand Island's been super good to us. We've met some great people, and you know, that's the best part of coming to work every day. I had fallen a couple times, and things weren't just right. I don't know how to explain it to you other than you just know when things just don't feel right. And so the last time I fell was actually here, and I literally couldn't move. The boys from the kitchen had to come out and put me in the car, and went to the emergency room, and after 9 long hours, they did all kinds of tests and x-rays, and the doctor actually went home, and the poor nurse had to come in and say that there was lesions on my pelvis and in my lungs, and they were gonna send me to an oncologist that week.
When Delene called me and told me that she had a diagnosis of cancer, it was it was a kick in the gut for sure. It didn't even, we had been so busy the last 3 years just growing this business and building this up and hiring and staff and doing events that I hadn't even sat back and thought and processed of the relationship that we had built. And it hit me like a freaking train of bricks, you know, when she called me and told me, and it was a rough one for sure.
I really love that lady. I would do anything for her. When I found out she was sick, it hurt me, you know. It like really hurt me a lot because Delene means a lot to me, you know. And I'll do anything for her, you know.
So Delene's actually my mom, and probably one of my best friends. Is pretty much like her and my brother and I growing up, so the three of us are all really close, always have been really close. I feel like some of the hardest of it has been that like there's so much that's like unknown, and like that's the piece I think that like terrifies me and probably her also, is that like we just don't know. So it kind of affects, like if you stop and think about it, like affects so many different things too.
The thing that I know about Delene is that she's a fighter. If anybody can kick cancer's ass, it is Delene. She is a woman that's very driven, and so I knew that like I said, if anybody can beat this thing, Delene could. So what we want to do is be able to take our channels and our fans of Kincaidor Brewing, something that she's had a huge hand the last 3 years in helping us build, and get this out there and tell a little bit of her story, and especially the Grand Island area. She's built family and friends here through this, and so, you know, we're just asking people if they will throw in their towel with Kincaidor and help us, you know. If you know anything about cancer, there is a mountain of financial needs that happen. If you want to help the Kincaidor team support one of our own, you can do it one of 3 ways. Hit the link on this post to add to our GoFundMe, even if it's just $1 or $2. Join us in the events that we're going to be having at Broken Bow, Grand Island, and Lincoln. Or if you want to just send something to these guys, check out the address below as well. We'd love to have you join in with our team to support Delene and her family during this time.